Welcome back to the Vanora ENGADINWInd by Dakine. It is the last day, it is finals day, and we have got the iQFOiL World Championships kicking off very, very soon. I've got Antonio Cozzolino next to me as usual, and we are going to talk you through the racing. Antonio, just give us a quick idea of how the wind is looking.
Well, I think on the course there, it looks like we've had a bit more earlier. It looked like we had 15 this morning, but it's softened a little bit. I'd say probably 12 with some gusts coming through.
There's definitely a few light bits. Just to give you an idea of what is going to happen, because we are going quickly into racing very, very soon. Kicking off with the women, then going men, back to women, men, and then we'll have the final of the women, final of the men. It's a new format, this event. Actually, it's happened before, but it is a new format. I've never seen it before, and I'm going to talk you through it. We have 12 riders. More on that in a minute, but we have 12 riders in both fleets. The top two from the week's qualifying are in the final guaranteed already. Third and fourth are in the semi-finals already seeded through, and the rest will fight it out in the quarterfinals to get their spot in the semi-finals. 4 riders will go through from the first quarterfinal to the semi-final. So we'll have 6 riders in all in the semi-final. And then they will go, the best 2 riders will qualify through to the final, and then we'll have a 4-person final. Winner takes all format. Someone will not be getting a medal in that. Now, you can imagine they've been racing all week. We have had some dominant players. Helene from France absolutely has dominated. She has 12 points. The next rider has 35. In a normal format, she would be done and dusted. She would have been the Kieran Badlow of this competition. She would have won without doing the medal race. But now, she could still end up 4th without a medal. Is that fair? It's exciting. I know that much. In the commentary booth, it's exciting. It's going to come down to one race. It's the same in the men. Nicolas Goya probably would have won, I think, with a race to spare. But it's not all over. So super exciting for us following it. There's going to be mixed opinions on this format, but that is why the iQFOiL class is here. That is why they're experimenting, working on different formats, seeing how it all works, and then getting sailors and country opinions and you guys at home. So let us know in the comments what you think. Antonio, what do you think?
What do I think? Well, I mean, this has always been a really tough balance between making sure we provide a package that's really entertaining, but also having sure that we have an appropriate nod to tradition and making it fair for the sailors. So, you know, it's a hard balance. Yeah. We're working on it, but I think the viewers at home will enjoy it. Yeah,
it's going to be super exciting. I think for the people that are connected to the riders, I don't think they're going to be totally in love with it. Apart from maybe you've qualified in 12th place. You've got nothing to lose. Yeah, you could go all the way and still be the world champion today. Yes, that could happen. I'm going to run you through a few of the riders. So just what I touched on before, there's 12 riders. Well, actually, in the women, there is 13. Yeah. Because if you've been following the competition all week, you'll know Belbiok. She had a massive crash, got taken out. She couldn't race her equipment. She damaged her leg. But she actually managed to sail yesterday and then got redressed for those middle races. So it wasn't until really late last night, like past 11 o'clock at night, that it worked out that she would actually be in the top 12. And they thought it was too unfair at that too late stage to kick out the 12th person, which was actually Lena Erdl. So Erdl will be in, but it will mean there's 13 riders in the women's fleet. So in the first quarterfinals, we will have the 13th rider in the women, Lena Erdl. We'll have Cantor from Israel, Oppendal from Norway, Cousin Kestel, obviously Delphin. From France, we've got Chargo from Croatia. Dusnovska. I'm still learning.
These are good pronunciations. You're doing well. Ben's been practicing off air.
I don't know if it's right, but I've been practicing. From Poland, we've got, as I just mentioned, Lucy Belbiok in 7th. She will be in that first quarterfinal, and Lamed and Soran.
Yeah, very good.
That's quite.
Your French is improving.
I'm practicing. So all those will be in the quarterfinals with the top 4 going through. Doesn't matter what order, they will be going through to the semi-finals. Girls already in the semi-finals is Saskia Sills and Reshif from Israel. They will already be in that semi-final. And then obviously already in the final, Isla Watson from Scotland obviously GB, and Helena Noesmoan. Yes, you're probably thinking, why is he saying it like that? I got told off. I've been saying her name always wrong for the last 2 years. So just bear with me, we're getting there.
Good flow though. The way you say it, it runs off the tongue, you know?
Just runs off the tongue.
Yeah, runs off the tongue.
Right, we do have a different course. And actually, as I say that, the wind is picking up.
It is.
I can feel my long eyebrows twitching. I've got none on my head.
I can feel my nipples twitching.
It is getting tense. I'm going to say I am nervous. I am absolutely bricking it right now. But the wind is picking up. So we've got a America's Cup style course.
We do.
We're going to have a reaching start. So it's a short reaching start. They then will sail downwind to a gate, then back upwind to the
top mark,
reaching
the
mark,
original reaching mark.
The original reaching mark, and then they will reach off to another mark, a big sort of broad downwind to one of the gate marks, and then back to the finish.
Correct.
That is it. Yeah. Top 4 make it through to semi-finals. We're going to talk about the men, obviously, after the women. But if you have been following, you'll probably know who's in there. Top 12, just to say who squeaked through. And I tell you, they squeaked through. Finn Hawkins. He is the under-21 world champion. It's got to be. He's the only under-21 in that thing. So, well done, Finn. Congratulations. He's already got that wrapped up because he's in the top 12. And he was 0.8 after the whole week of racing ahead of Amado Vrieswijk. So you can imagine, Amado, pretty guide, Finn Hawkins, ecstatic. We've also got Sam Sills, another British rider in that, and he had a really good last day, actually squeezed up into that 12th place. Don't think he was in the top 12 the whole week, came through on the last day, I think. We've got Elia Combo, obviously Swiss, Tom Revney from Israel. Israel got a lot of representation in these medal races looking.
They do.
We've got Louis Guillard.
Very good.
From France. We've got obviously Sebastian Kördel. He's been going all week. I wouldn't write him off for a medal chance. He's sitting in 7th place at the moment. And we got Jan Tak from the Netherlands looking really good. We got Bourgeois from France in 5th place. They will be in the quarterfinals. Already in the semi-finals in the men, we got Andy Brown from Scotland, and we've got Matthew Barton from Great Britain. So they are already in that semi-final. We're waiting to see who will join them, what 4 riders will join them. And then already in the final, we got Luke van op Zeeland and obviously Nico Goya. So it's all to play for.
Absolutely.
Are these conditions going to suit different riders? Is this course going to suit different riders? It's not a course we've seen all week. It's a bit of a mixture of everything. Antonio, what do you reckon?
Well, I mean, I think it's actually totally open because, as you say, it's a mixture of everything. And all these guys, you know, we've had some slalom, we've had some up and downwind. Really hard to predict. Apart from saying that Nico is probably going to be up there, hard to say.
Yeah.
Hard to say what's going to happen.
Oh man.
What we can say is we've got the whole of Team GB sitting to our left. So if you're at home and you hear a whole lot of noise, it's probably coming from them.
I think you cannot deny it will be exciting.
Absolutely.
You know, and there will be probably tears.
Yeah.
There will be happiness. There will be joy. There'll be every emotion, especially if one of those riders that has been leading the qualification series all week doesn't deliver in that race.
Yeah. Have you got anyone in mind?
Well, there's 2 riders, like I said, 2 riders sitting at the top. I saw an Instagram post from Nicolas Goya. I think win or lose, he will still say he doesn't like this system because he is a consistent guy. He wants the consistency to win out. He doesn't want it all standing on one race. If you ask a non-windsurfer who's watching the race and they know the guy across the finish line is the winner, they will say, oh, that was exciting. They won't know there's maybe 4 years I've gone into that and the guy in second, you know, nobody knows all that. We're going to tell you all that though, and that's what's going to make it super exciting. Like I say, this format will split opinions. There's no doubt about it. You know, it will do. But sport does that. You see it in the Olympics time and time again, a bad start, an injury, something happens. I mean, the argument is windsurfing, there's wind shifts and stuff out of our control that could really happen more likely than in a 100-metre race where it's really down to a bad start that could be a problem, that is it. And it's a very short race, obviously, unlike these ones. So, there we go. The scene is set. We are ready. We are just waiting to be told when they are in the starting sequence. It's quite dark on my TV, but it looks like the red flag is up.
Orange.
Orange. What does that mean?
Orange flag. Orange flag means ready to race. That means that the race committee will soon.
It's ready.
Yeah, it's ready.
We're ready. We're ready. We're ready.
No matter what you think about the format, Ben, do you think this is the most exciting Olympic class?
Yes, 100%. I mean, I'm a bit biased. I do have a channel called Windsurfing.TV, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely biased, 100%. But it is by far the greatest sport in the world, Antonio.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, is it the best Olympic class? You bet ya. You bet ya. I would like to see, and I know it's not a favourable decision, I would like to see windy slalom. I mean, we had a couple of windy slaloms which were not on the stream this week, but it was super exciting, I have to say. And because this gear is not designed for windy slalom, it was looking very scary. So yeah, like for me as a, I sit on the sidelines watching, I really enjoyed watching that. I enjoyed the course racing as well. I'm going to look forward to this course. I think it's got a bit of everything.
Yeah,
I like it.
Do you think it's the hardest Olympic class? Do you think it's the most difficult?
Well, like I said, I'm just going to go with the most exciting right now. I mean, when you talk about Olympic, classes as in boats and all that, I have got no experience in the new type of boats, but it's definitely up there, isn't it? We have had, and they're not just rumours. I'm about to say rumours, but they're truths that other sailors are watching this stream. So if you're a sailor watching this stream, give us a shout out on the YouTube. And a few are changing to the iQFOiL display.
I'm probably going to upset some people, but I think the laser is still the hardest. But this is for sure the most exciting.
No comment.
No.
No comment. What do you class as hard? I mean, if you class as massive,
physically
bottom
difficult.
muscles and quadriceps, quadriceps the size of a small horse, then the fin class would have been in there, but the fin class I think has been moved out.
It's out. Yeah.
Yeah, but that thing, that was a brute of a boat.
Yeah, it was.
All right, so who you cheering for? Let us know in the comments. We've already got Nicholas Barton saying, best of luck, Matty Barton. Do you think he's some relation? I think he might be. Sean O'Brien tuning in. We've got Mark Carolan.
He'll be in Poland, isn't he? The Australian in Poland.
There's too many comments. I can't even go through them all, but it is hotting up. You can see everyone is getting ready. I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. Let's go. So we are starting with the women. 5th to 13th place, all in this quarterfinal, all going for 4 spots. Almost like a Peter Ray slalom, where you've just got to be in the top 4. No matter where you are, top 4 qualify for the semi-final. Oh. I don't know who to call right now. Who is it going to favour? There's a fair bit of reaching in this, but there's that upwind. There's a reaching start. You've got to nail the start. Are we going to see someone, with nothing to lose, pushing that start? You'd think so.
Are we going to see lots of OCSs?
I
black
hope
flags?
not. Will we get a general recall, or do they just call them over with an individual?
We will get a general recall, and that person will be excluded.
Okay. So let's hope we don't get too many of them, but I would be very, very surprised if we didn't have at least one general recall. Surely the girls in 13th, 12th, 11th place, they've not got much to lose,
Absolutely
have they?
Not. Yeah, they'll just finish where they are.
Yeah. So maybe we might see somebody pushing pretty hard, because it's not easy. Top 4, some top names there. What have we seen? I mean, it'd be interesting to see how Belbiot got on. She was looking really good until she got, T-boned, for want of a better word, which took her out. Obviously got redressed, got back in, but her early results, 2nd, 5th, 3rd, 5th, you would think that's a semi-final type performances.
I mean, if she did well today, it would be really, really great for her, because she actually didn't race for a day and a half.
Yeah.
She had to go to the hospital, they had to strap her ankle, so it's really amazing that she's managed to get here.
Looks like they're lining up.
It does.
It does, doesn't it? So
Here we
we've
go.
got Germany in there. If we can get a bit of light. That's obviously Lena Erdl sailing under the German sail number. Expect to see the Croatian up there, Chargo. Norwegian, Oppendal's going for the flying start, and it's Oppendal who's had a great start at the front of the fleet. Where is Noesmoan? She's got to be in there. Well, she's not in there. She's in the final. I'm scaring you all, aren't I?
Belbiot there is to leeward, second boat or second board.
Oppendal has definitely took the initiative. She was in 11th place after the qualifying. Like I said, she has let it all hang out on that start. So Oppendal is leading round the first mark. as they all go round this first one. The Madrid not looking too great at the back. She's got a bit of work to do. Sosnovska as well, looking a bit further back. Remember, top 4 qualify. Looks a bit light on that right-hand side. Let's hope not they're sailing into a hole. We did see that on a few of the other races in the slalom. There was a few holes, but it looks like Oppendahl has had a great first mark rounding and is going great down this downwind. Chargo, she was right up there. We've got the Israeli
and
in the mix as well. Kator. Belbiok making a run. Oh, it's close. Is that Cousin Kestel as well? France 775. So Delphine, Cousin Kestel, as they're coming down to this gate mark, but it's Oppendahl that's going to go round the other gate and head out. So Oppendahl, Hella Oppendahl from Norway, followed by Cousin Kestel, France 18, which is Belbiok, I think. Then we've got Cantor, and then we've got La Madrid from Spain. We do have a few riders that have gone this way round the gate, which is I think it's Lena Erdl has definitely come this way. Chargo's come this way as well.
So the sailors that have gone right, they're going to have to put in an extra tack.
Yeah, you're right. They're going to have to put an extra tack. That could be very costly. So they're going to need some breeze on this side. Maybe they weren't in the mix and they decided to gamble on the right-hand side. We've got 4 riders on the right. Lena Erdl is one of them. I think Chargo is one of them as well. And we've got a couple of French riders in that bunch too. But over the other side of the course, that's where we're all looking. But that looked like they crossed in front of the Norwegian. So maybe there's been a bit of a shift. Who is going to go round the top mark in first place? Top 4, remember, qualified for the semi-final. We can see the mark in shot. Is she on the ley line? That's what we're looking at. France 12. Okay, I'm just having a quick look down my list. France 18, is it? Sorry, my eyesight's not so good.
Right.
France 18, Belbiok looking good. Hella Oppendahl also looking good. And I think it is going to be Belbiok and Hella Oppendahl that go round first and second, followed by another French rider. Is that Sorin?
Cousin Kestrel, I think, went that way.
Oh, Cousin Kestel. So Cousin Kestel making a charge for the semi-finals. Who's in 4th place? That is the interesting point right now. It looks like it could be a Spanish rider, could be La Madrid in 4th place. If it is, she needs to hold on to that. She's been charged down by the Israeli Cantor. So Cantor trying to make a charge on the Spanish rider. We only have 1 Spanish rider, so it is La Madrid in 4th place, but she's got Cantor right behind her. Also, yeah, it is Cantor. It's the only Israeli from, yes, just making sure. Hella Oppendahl looking like booking herself inside the semi-final. Then we've got Cousin Kestel and Belbiok right behind her. La Madrid in 4th place, and right behind is Cantor. Cantor needs a mistake. Keep your eyes, keep the cameras on the 4th place rider. It's all about 4th place. Winning doesn't matter. It's not about the win, it's about 4th place. Hella Oppendahl will win this and get herself in that semi-final and give her a chance at a world title. Belbiok's round, Cousin Kestel and La Madrid is in 4th place. Cantor at the moment is missing out. Any mistakes on this last reach will cause an upset, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Belbiok qualifies, Cousin Kestel and La Madrid make up the top 4. Oof. Well, there we go. La Madrid happy. Cousin Kestel definitely happy. She was 10th going into this race. Hella Oppendahl was 11th. I mean, just look at those results. Belbiok was 7th going in. La Madrid 6th. You know, going off the rigid ones, we're going to play it back to that. La Madrid would be in the semi-finals and Belbiok would be in the semi-finals. The others wouldn't have been there. So we've had a couple of upsets. Who's the biggest loser? Not to put it on, but Sorin.
Absolutely.
Oh, she's going to be gutted. She came into that in 5th place with a healthy lead. And she has now lost the under-21s world title. Hella Oppendahl will be, no, she's going to have to go against Rashif from Israel in the semi-finals to see who will be it. But qualifying for the final. Woo! There we go. So we're going to go. How did that go, Antonio?
Good. I mean, I'm stunned. I'm lost for words, lost in the excitement of the moment. But I think really great. The winners there were definitely Opendal and Balbiok. You know.
Absolutely nailed that start, Opendal. You could see it coming, you know, when it's like this sort of format, you have to push the start again, and it does favour maybe some of the lower seeds, maybe not much to lose, but in theory everyone's got nothing to lose because that is the only race that counts. Top four. Big cheers for the Norwegian. Hella Opendal is happy girl.
They've only got anything to lose compared to the old system. So, yes. But you have to get that out of your mind.
Yeah, you have to see it as a qualifying system, and that is what everyone's maybe not doing at the moment. They're seeing it as a regatta. No, that's a qualifying. Yeah. It's a long qualifying, it's a hard qualifying, but it is a qualifying system.
Absolutely. And the biggest winner out of that, I would say, was Balbiok.
Yeah.
You know, she, a few days ago, was out of the regatta, not racing anymore. So this is really great for her. And for her, as well as for many other countries, this is qualification for funding.
Yeah.
So
she had to discard, just so you know, discard 4 DNCs, and then she managed to get 4 redresses from obviously being injured and being taken out. So really good to see her pushing into that semi-final. So the semi-final for the women now sits with Saskia Sills, Rashif from Israel, La Madrid, Balbiok, Cousin Kestel and Opendal. That will be the semi-final. Next up, we're going to have the men's quarter-finals. All right, let's have a look. Men's quarter-finals. We've got the under-21s world champion Finn Hawkins from the UK. Another man from the UK, Sam Sills. We've got Elia Colombo, the Swiss rider. He'll be getting some cheers, no doubt about it. We've got Tom Revney from Israel. We've got Louis Guillard from France. Sebastian Kördel from Germany. Jan Tak from the Netherlands. And Clement Bourgeois. I don't know why that name just makes you want to sound French.
Yeah.
I know I don't, but it makes you want to sound French. They will be fighting it out. 4 riders will qualify from this men's heat to go into the semi-final with Matt Barton and Andy Brown, who are already there by the qualifying series, finishing 3rd and 4th.
Is this a good time to use your cliche of the British are coming, given that there are 4 of them in the...
We got a stacked fleet. The Brits have been training super hard over in, I think, Lanzarote, and they've been putting the work in.
I mean, 4 Brits in the medal series. It's insane.
It's good. That's probably the best it's ever been in windsurfing.
For a long time.
Tell me when was more?
2006, we had Leo McCallan, who sits to my left actually. Nick Dempsey, you had...
in the medal series?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that first year they were very dominant. I think you had 3, at least 3 in the first year.
Well, now we've got 4.
Now you've got 4.
And 2.
Yeah, I said at least 3, okay. It was a long time ago, thank you very much.
All right, who's with us? Let's have a look at a few comments. Go Finn, Richard Beeman's on there. He's sitting in the stands, I think. Let's go. Jan says Jessie. Yeah, Balbiok. Wasn't she injured? How did she manage in the court? Like I said to you, she got redressed because she was taken out. She had to go to hospital. She couldn't sail, but on the last time she did manage it. And I mean, how she's got back to where she is really impressive stuff. She started the event so well. She was looking in really good form. We've also got to talk, I've actually, just as I see Helene go past now, warming up, that's also the problem. We have that in wave sailing, the double elimination. You might be winning the competition, and then you kind of go in cold. And a couple of the racers have had a couple of warm-ups. Yeah. They've got their sort of adrenaline flowing, they're in the groove, they've got the winning mentality, and you're cold. So sometimes it might favour the guys coming through and the girls coming through.
Yeah, so, and that has been a criticism. One of the criticisms of this format is that you get punished by being good because you don't get a warm-up.
Yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see it. It's happened to me quite a few times. And the opposite way around. I come back through. But it makes it exciting. If that's what we're trying to do, I think we've done it. Antonio Ben, are you using binoculars? No, we just got supersonic vision.
I mean, it'd be nice if we did, isn't it? Although we can't really see sail numbers from here at all, so binoculars might help, but they move too fast. The sailors, not the binoculars.
Yeah. Well, we've got some flags up on the boat. We've got a couple of, well, the men are, you can see, sitting a little bit further away from the start, so we're probably not too far away. Oh man, I'm nervous. I always feel nervous because, you know, the guys have been qualifying all week, but now it just comes down to this. Just this. Crazy. Who's your top seed in these sort of conditions?
Who have we got racing the quarter? I would say
Hawkins, Sills.
I would say Clément. Clément's my
Clément.
man. Your
Bourgeois.
favourite. Your favourite.
Bourgeois. Come on, Bourgeois.
But Curdle.
Yeah.
The two of them, I'd say, would be battling it out in this one.
I mean, when you look at the results, what we've seen all week, you know, Jan Tak, he has been putting in some solid races, but I think a couple of those outside bets, like we saw with Oppendale, not as much to maybe lose, can afford to go for it. Finn Hawkins, under 21s world champion. He's done. He's happy, isn't he?
I think he'll still want to do well.
Yeah, I know he will, but it's like you've got to change your mindset, haven't you? You can't be happy now. You gotta push for more.
That's true.
And I do know the British funding system, the way it works with the Olympics, top 8 is a different level of funding.
Yes.
So trust me, if they're in 9th and they're not qualifying, you might see them not give up so easily. Here we go, lining up for the start. They're coming in. I don't know if you've got the right people on your stream, boys. They're moving. Let's move that camera. There we go. Here we go. In. Who have we got? Swiss, Colombo. He's got a lot of local support. We've got the Israeli right up there, the Brits. Is it a good start? Is it a good start? We're waiting to see. There is one Brit absolutely pumping through the middle of the course. Sebastian Kördel, loads of speed from Germany down that bottom end. The two Brits are looking so good. Sam Sills and Finn Hawkins absolutely flying out the blocks, but it's the big German, Sebastian Kördel, that goes round in first, followed by Finn Hawkins and Sam Sills. Then we've got the French, couple of riders, and then we've got Jan Tak, so a little bit further back at the moment. Advantage British, Germans. Oh, this is going to be so close. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? One race, and it looks like they've sailed into a bit of a hole here. Who is this? This is one of the British riders. I think it's Sam Sills with a red helmet, looking very fast. Do you think he's going to go round in first place? Yes, Sam Sills, Sebastian Kördel, Finn Hawkins. That's your top 3 at the moment. And we've got the rest of the riders battling out right behind. The 4th place, remember, is the all-important spot. We've got this next upwind going. Sebastian Kördel, though, showing some speed now as he comes round the gate. He's going to head out to the left-hand side. Sam Sills, Finn Hawkins also gone the one way. They've gone that way as well. Jan Tak is maybe in there. We've got the French. Colombo is making a move. So is the Israeli. Tom Revney really pumping. A couple of them choosing to go a bit lower. I think Finn Hawkins is not stopping pumping. Like I say, under 21 world champion now. He's got someone right on him, which is Tom Revney, right behind him. Sam Sills looking good. Sebastian Kördel looking good. We have had one rider maybe go over to the right-hand side. Wow, you never know. You never know in this sport. Sebastian Kördel is the first to tack on the ley line. Let's hope he's nailed it. Sam Sills is next. Finn Hawkins is then tacked. Who's this coming up the inside? Got a really high line. So he needed to go and he makes it. This is looking very good for the Brits if they're on the ley line. Sebastian Kördel looks like he's gone early, but the foil can point as long as he gets a bit of breeze. But he looks like he's making that. Sam Sills is looking very comfortable right now. And Sebastian Kördel is looking better and better as they get closer to this windward mark. You can just see the bend in that mast on Sebastian Kördel. He's a big fella. But it is going to be the German that goes round in first place. Sam Sills in second. Finn Hawkins looking really good. Oh, and there we go. Who's that coming in? France 56, I think it is. Guillard coming through. Keep your eye. This is going to come right down to the wire as Sebastian Kördel goes round. Sam Sills still in second place. Finn Hawkins, last time we saw it, was in third. And then fourth place was Guillard. He went absolutely the opposite way and it might have paid off. So Kördel, let's stay on that shot. Kördel, Sills, Hawkins. It looks like Jan Tak in fourth place. He's got Guillard behind him and then Tom Revney right in the mix. This 4th place could be very, very tight as we come down to this bottom mark. The top 2 have really pulled out some ground on the rest of the field, but it's going to be Sebastian Kördel and Sam Sills that is going to book themselves in the semi-final as long as they make no mistakes. And I say that because it's definitely not all over. 1 jibe mark to go as Sebastian Kördel calmly jibes round the last mark. Sam Sills makes it round as well, looking very good. Can Finn Hawkins keep it together? The under-21s world champion. He's going to do it. Jan Tak as well. It's going to be a bit late, but it is going to be Sebastian Kördel that takes the win into the semi-finals. It's going to be Sam Sills into the semi-finals. Finn Hawkins, what a race for the young Brit, into the semi-finals. Oh, he dobs it in, and it's going to be Jan Tak that takes the all-important 4th spot. What a race. Happy boys right out in front of us.
So that means we have 4 Brits in the semis.
Woo! That is the best
British
performance.
are coming. The British are coming.
Good job from all the riders. Whoa, there you go. Finn Hawkins, Sam Sills, 11th and 12th place overall in the qualifying series, are now in the semi-finals. They are in the GB funding top 8 as well.
They are.
Good lads. Told you, they have a lot to lose. A win on that, I should say. Sebastian Kördel, great race from the German. He looked really good. We called it at the beginning. You got a feel for Tom Revney missing out.
I mean, he'll be disappointed, but in the end, does it affect his final position that much? It's not too bad.
No, you're probably right. You've got to say Jan Tak as well, also looking good.
You have the signal from Sailmore?
Whoa, okay. Let's have a look at some comments. Jan Tak, yeah, a bit of support for the Dutchies, no doubt about it. We got Curran saying, love the format, makes it so exciting to watch. I mean, that is the thing, you know, the riders are probably going to dispute it, the consistent ones, the family members of them, the traditional racing, but there's no doubt about it. Your heart is there pumping. You know it's all on one race. That's what makes sport exciting.
Yeah.
That is what makes sport exciting. You know, best of 10 is never going to be exciting unless you're very lucky.
It's true.
Going into the last race.
I remember watching this regatta, well, the regatta that was here last year when you were commentating on the final. I couldn't sleep afterwards.
Yeah.
So excited.
Yeah.
And it was 4 a.m. in New Zealand.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it. You can pick holes in it. You can say there's other reasons. You know, the best consistent rider of the week might not win. You never know. But is it exciting? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Format is awesome. Says Surf. Yeah, there's a lot, like I say, a lot of support from, I would say, the neutrals watching. It's exciting, no doubt about it. Big consequences, massive consequences. And we're only getting started. That was the quarterfinals. We are now into the semi-finals. So, ooh, righty-o. Let's have a look. Well, we've obviously got Saskia Sills, Rashif from Israel. Those 2 riders were already in the semi-final. Joining them, La Madrid, Belbiok, Cousin Kestel, and Hella Oppendal from Norway. Oi, oi, oi. I wouldn't even like to call this.
Well, as we look up the course, it does actually look like the wind softening a little bit. So, I mean, that could mix things up for sure.
Yeah. I mean, that is like one of the criticisms. Oh, but the wind changes. It also makes it exciting, doesn't it? It moves the seeding around, you know. When the wind drops, maybe other people come into the mix. If it picks up, you know, a different set of people come into the mix. Yeah, very, very interesting. So, 6 riders in this, 2 go through.
That's right. So you really have to go out and try and win this, because the proportion that you have to be in is the top 2 rather than top 4. So
it's all or nothing right now. All or nothing.
You can't
guaranteed top 8.
Can't sail conservatively and get through. You really have to push for that win.
Guaranteed top 8 right now.
Yeah.
So guaranteed top 8 for this competition. Top 2 get a chance to go for a medal. Ooh. Just having a look around to see.
It's good to see that we don't have any freestylers around the course.
Yeah.
At the finish. Do you want to tell us about what you saw yesterday, Ben?
Yeah, we did see actually Helene Noesmoan.
Yeah.
It's a very hard name to say now.
You're trying.
Neusman, I was very comfortable with. Noesmoan It's a bit more tricky. Yeah, I actually got taken out by a recreational sailor right on the line. She lost first place, I think ended up third or second or something, but they gave her redress for one. I mean, she was like 2 meters from the line, going to cross in first, out of her control. I mean, it was an easy redress. That was probably the best redress I've seen all week.
Yeah, that's what she said as well. But
did she even have to claim it? They probably just gave it.
Yeah, she did. But I saw her just as she came off the water. She was not a happy chappy.
Okay, just have a look at the comments. What have we got? Sean O'Brien, downwind starts are rad. I would agree with that. And looks like we're lining up as we're going up to the start here of the women's semi-final, the first ever iQFOiL World Championships here in Silverplana for the Vanora ENGADINWInd by Dakine. They are lining up for the start. I'm already nervous and they've not even gone over yet. Here we go. Let's see if it's a good start. Is it a good start? There's already some people slowing down. It looks like someone has pushed.
We have a general
line.
recall. Yeah, we've heard we have a general recall.
So it's going to be top at least 7 now.
Well, at least.
Maybe more. We knew someone was going to be pushing then. You need to win or be second in this race to, advance into the final. And in the final means you have a chance at a world title. So you push, you got to push, but then you're over and then you're gutted because you think, no, we've got no chance. It's a real horrible bounce.
Who do we think that was? Did we see? We've got someone sailing in.
I was going to say, it looks like someone's just sailing straight in without even...
Dutch, is it Luke van op Zeeland?
Oh, is it? No.
No, it can't be because he's already qualified.
Well, it's the women next, isn't it? You're scaring me now.
Sorry.
You're doing to me.
I looked up and I see big Dutch sail numbers. So someone will be coming home.
Yeah. Nervous times. What we got in here? 2 Brits, 1 Spanish. Sorry, I'm just going to cut down the chase. No, sorry, 1 Brit. 1 Brit, 1 Israeli, Spanish, France, Norwegian. Still looking, don't see anyone heading home just yet. Hopefully we can hear over the radio who has been disqualified. Does that look like someone heading home down there? Is that a Norwegian flag?
Well, it's at least a girl sail, so we've got that. Can't quite
I think it's a Norwegian flag. It could be Hella Oppendal. We'll try and get confirmation as soon as possible on that over early. Yeah, looks like Hella Oppendal. Oh, that's unfortunate, but I tell you what, 8th place for Hella. She'll be happy, but she smashed the quarterfinals.
She'll be gutted though after such a good performance in the quarter.
Oh, but you got to go. But then you haven't. You know what I mean? If you don't push and you don't get in, you're going to say, oh, I should have pushed. If you push too hard, you're going to say, oh, I shouldn't have pushed too hard.
Yeah, it's true.
It's one of them things. Yeah, so Hella Oppendal is out. Yeah, so there we go. Phil looks French. He's saying it's a stupid format. Like I said, you're gonna mix opinions. You're gonna switch it around. No doubt about that. It's definitely split.
Well, the good thing about the downtime for the sailors is, as we look to the left, we've got a bunch of the men who seem to be sailing the course to kind of get an idea. So when we saw Luke before, he hasn't been able to race. He's going straight into the final, so he's trying to get the most out of his time out there and checking the angles, checking the jibe marks.
I mean, the only thing that I say with this format, it feels a bit, it's quick, but because it's quick, you kind of want a few more races. You know what I mean? Because it is all on the start. You know, it's like kind of, it's interesting, but it depends what you're after. If you're after excitement, it definitely gets it. But I feel like is there enough time to come back? But then you say, is it all about the start? I said it before, the 100-metre race is all about the start. If you don't get a good start, you're not going to win. But is this a 100-metre race? No, it's windsurfing.
It's not. We've been saying all week it's not a 100-metre race.
No, it's windsurfing.
It looks like we might have had a second black flag.
Okay. Well, hopefully we can get some feedback from the boat. Well, as soon as we hear, we'll confirm, but it does look like definitely Hella Oppendahl. That is pretty much confirmed.
We're hearing that it might be Lucy Belbiog.
Oh, we got Julian saying this format is good if your name's Stephen Bradbury. Yes, if anyone doesn't know that story, I'm pretty sure he's the ice skater.
That's right, from Australia.
From Australia, and it's the same deal. You get one race, everyone fell off ahead of him, and he just cruised round.
But that actually happened in 3 races for Bradbury.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The quarters, the semis, and the final.
No.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable story. Look it up on YouTube.
Oh my! I thought it was just the final.
Nope.
What a legend.
So if Lucy was over in that race, does that mean our first and second from the quarter were both pushing it and are both disqualified from the semi? Is that right?
Well, I don't know until we hear.
I think that might be right.
I mean, you've got to nail the start. I mean, there's definitely a discussion going on YouTube at the moment, but you've got to nail the start. That's part of this discipline. The same in slalom. You know, if you don't nail the start, you're going to have a hard fight coming back. You can see Sebastian Ködel, obviously used to reaching starts on the PWA, nailed that start. You know, you got to be on it.
I mean, it's still crucially important upwind as well, but you've got a bit more time to come back.
Yeah. But with this short course stuff, you just got to be on that line, on the button. Bang.
We need some exciting stuff to show in this downtime between general recalls, if this is going to become a thing.
Yeah. Well, it looks like we're off. Are we? We are off. There's only 4. Okay, so this might be an anticlimax. If that was a start. Okay, so it is a start. Sorry. So we've got 4 riders left in it, and only 2 go through. I can see a Spanish flag up there. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, there we go. Cousin Castel from France. We got La Madrid from Spain. Rishif from Israel in the mix. I think we're the last to know here in the commentary box exactly what's happening, but we've definitely got
well, that means we definitely lost Oppendahl and Belbiog.
Yes, we've got one Brit definitely in there. So Saskia Sills is in the mix. Rishif as well, looking good. It's well, they've actually gone early on this ley line. So La Madrid got a big gust from this right-hand side, and especially Cousin Kestel has got a huge gust. She is flying down this downwind and catching right up. But out in front is Rishif from Israel, who's going to go round in first place. Just adjusting the adjustable outhaul. Then we've got La Madrid right behind, a great mark rounding from the Spanish rider. What a turn. And we've let someone just gone straight on then. Saskia Sills, what is that? I've lost track there. What happened to Cousin Kestel?
She's gone down, she's in the water.
She's gone down,
yeah.
She just went straight past our screens and just couldn't control the turn. The big gust of wind come through and Cousin Kestel is pretty much out of the running. So 3 riders in it. Saskia Sills, La Madrid and Rishif from Israel. Top 2 get through to that medal, proper medal race. Wow, Madrid already tacked. Spanish rider, is she on the ley line? Saskia Sills has gone super early. That hasn't been paying. If she can get a lift, if she's nailed the ley line, she could be moving into the top 2, but it's a lot to ask. She's coming down from deep. You can see on the line there, it doesn't quite tell you the whole picture because Saskia Sills is a lot further downwind than La Madrid from Spain. Rishi from Israel is off your picture to the left. So keep your eyes. Like I said, we can't quite see the angles, but if La Madrid has nailed that upwind mark, she will be going round in first place. And she will be pretty much, barring a disaster, which it could happen, there's some big gusts coming through, getting herself into that medal race of 4 riders. Oh, it's looking good for the Brit, isn't it? Now we've switched to the drone. We switched to the drone and Saskia Sills has nailed that ley line. Madrid goes round. Saskia Sills is going to go round in second place, I think. So Rishif has got some work to do. I can't quite see where the second place rider is. That's what we need to see. La Madrid looking good out in the lead at the moment as she's pumped through. It's super close in second place. I'm just looking out to see. There's Saskia Sills. Right behind her is the Israeli rider. It is super close. There it is. This is going to come right down to the wire. La Madrid with the advantage. Saskia Sills looking good. She's just struggling to get round that mark. She's round now. Rashif is right behind her. This is going to come right down to the last jibe mark. It's going a little bit soft in the wind. There's going to be some pumping going on. La Madrid is looking home and dry. She's got a good lead. The fight is for second place. Second place gets into the medal race and joins the other two riders that are already there from the whole week. This is Rashif in third place at the moment. La Madrid round that last jibe mark in first place. Let's get on that jibe mark, guys. She is going round. Saskia Sills making the jibe now. She's got a gust. She is cleanly round. La Madrid's going to win it. She gets in the final. What a good second up win from Saskia Sills from Great Britain. She will qualify in second place. If she can't, well, if she just sails over the line now, she's claiming early and she is in the final. Rashif, you've got a feel, just didn't quite get the ley line right. Saskia Sills nailed that ley line and that was the all-important move. Oh, so Rashif will finish 5th in the World Championship.
Right. Yep.
Not a bad result, you've got to say, but the girls that qualify, Saskia Sills and La Madrid, will fight it out for the medals and potentially a world title. Woo! Yo, yo, yo. Antonio, give me some words. I'm knackered.
all right. Yeah, well, you do have to work quite hard on those, on the old reaches. I actually think Saskia overlaid that as well. The top mark. I think she could have tacked earlier, but she certainly tacked before the other two girls. Because as you saw, she had to bear away as we came up to that mark. So, I mean, safe way to do it. She still she still made huge gains. So,
well, she finished second, mate.
Yeah, it's great. She did what she had to do.
That is definitely what you need to do. La Madrid as well. So we've been mentioning her all week. She's had a good week. To give you an idea, I think it's pretty fitting. The women that qualified there. La Madrid was in 6th place in the qualifying series. And we just had Cousin Kestel finishing now. She made a mistake on that bottom gate mark. Just came through a bit hot and just couldn't turn on the brakes.
But the biggest mistakes of the race, the 2 black flags.
Yeah, well, yeah, obviously we lost quite a few on the black flag. But Saskia Sills, she was 3rd in the qualifying, qualifies for the final. So I think that's, totally unluckily for Rashif. She was actually 4th in the qualifying and didn't make it through, but only just missed out. But there we go, Helene Noes-Moan is just going past and she is revving the crowd up. She looks pumped. She is quick. She is devastatingly quick. She needs a good start. She needs not to be over. There's a few things. We are going to go back up to the men next. Right, let's have a look at you. Who have we got? We've got Matty Barton from the UK. We've got Andy Brown, also from the UK, but the northern part, Scotland to be precise. We're going to have Jan Tak, he's going to be in there. Curdle is going to be in there. Finn Hawkins and Sam Sills.
So a sea of British sails.
There's GBR everywhere. Yeah. Tell you what, it is on right now. Boom, boom. Yeah, if anyone's tuning in now and you think we're going to stop on the medal races, no, of course we're not. That's why we're here. We are covering everything today, all the medal races, interviews afterwards, and we might have a special guest for you guys, and he might have a gold medal. He just might.
Just one.
Can I wear it? Can I touch it? I'll have to ask him. That sounds wrong.
Don't ask me.
I won't ask him that. We are
dirty boy.
Scared me then. I looked up upwind and it looked like they were racing, but no, they're not, are they? They're just warming up. I had an absolute shock when I just looked upwind then. We still got some time. Looks like there's a fair bit of Brit support out there. I'm sure there's some Netherlands support as well. Germans, Curdle.
All right, is it time to wager for another flat white today?
Oh, can't afford it, mate. It's Switzerland. Hugh and Tack. Yeah, we got Barton, Brown, Tack, Curdle, Sills, Hawkins. That's right, isn't it? 6 riders? Yeah,
Six, yeah.
6 riders. Just making sure. We've got 4 Brits in this.
We do.
Out of 6.
We've been saying that.
Is that right?
That's what I've been
I
saying.
literally have just twigged. I know that sounds daft.
I've been saying that for 15 minutes.
I don't listen to you.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see you, British Sails.
That's
Come
it,
on.
you're right, yeah. I
Yeah.
didn't realise, I didn't quite twig it
Yeah.
all together. I've been reading the names out, I just realised. 4 out of 6.
Yeah.
Well, the odds are there, but it also could end up the other way. So
Yeah.
let's see. Curdle and Tack. You're going to have to defend against the Brits.
Well, I'm picking Curdle to win this one.
This is a course that would suit him for sure. Got the speed. Matty Barton's got some
Matty B.
speed.
I've
Finn
been-
Hawkins and Sam Sills in that first one, they got the
That's true.
momentum, you know, coming through. Like you say, Jan Tack got really strong towards the end of the week as well.
I've been getting a bit of grief all week for having called him a bit of a heartthrob in the early commentary rounds.
All right, looks like we might be lining up. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, hold on to your hats because we are getting towards business time here in the semi-finals for the iQFOiL World Championships, the first ever iQFOiL World Championships at the Vanora ENGADINWInd by Dakine. We are lining up, there they are. There is our 6 riders, 4 Brits, 1 German and 1 Dutch, who will qualify. 2 go through to the 4-man final. Let's get it on, people. Whoa, there's someone coming through with loads of speed. Let's hope they weren't over. They are sticking right out. Let's have a look. If we see anyone slow down, we'll know it's a general recall. It looks pretty clean so far. Little touchdown in the middle with a white helmet. Where's Sam Sills? That red helmet, not looking in the top 2 at the moment. And it looks like it's 2 Brits out in front. We've got Andy Brown and Matty Barton, I think. They were 3rd and 4th in the qualifying series, so that would make sense. Sebastian Curdle's gone a lower line. You can see he's gone really broad. We've got Finn Hawkins just jibing with Sebastian Curdle. The top 2 have jibed. They've got Jan Tack right on their tails. So Matty Barton, Andy Brown, Jan Tack. And then it looks like it's Finn Hawkins just in the middle of those guys, and then Sebastian Curdle on the outside. Oh, it's close. This race is going to be right down to it. You can't see the speed on this drone as easy, but looking from where we're looking, those guys are absolutely moving. Can we get the low camera on? There we go. So it is Matty Barton and Andy Brown, 3rd and 4th in qualifying. Can they push through to get into the final? It would be very fitting, and they make a really nice mark rounding. Oh, it is a good mark rounding from Curdle, but on the inside, Jan Tack had a great mark rounding. Finn, I think it's Finn Hawkins also. But you've got Andy Brown pumping his way up this beat. He does not stop pumping, the Scotsman. He is a machine. So Curdle is probably thinking, just stop pumping, will you, just for a second. But Curdle's been trading, he's been trading hard. Jan Tack getting some serious height. Is it going to be about the ley lines here? Who is going to attack first? That is what we're looking at. Curdle and Jan Tack mixing it up with the top 2 Brits at the moment. Brown and Matty B.
Matty B goes to
Matty
Tack.
B goes first. So the first tack is done. Then we've got Curdle going. Jan Tack just goes behind. Then we've got Andy Brown. I'll tell you what, if Curdle is on the ley line, he has had a hell of a second upwind, and Andy Brown will be missing out. But is he on the ley line? That's the question.
Yeah, I think, look, from the commentary box, looks like he'll make it.
Yeah, well, if he does make it, Sebastian Curdle, Germany, will start to celebrate, because I cannot see Curdle messing up on the downwind. There's some big gusts coming over the course at the moment, but Matthew Barton from the UK is probably going to round in first place. It's looking very solid from the British rider. Andy Brown has dropped back, Jan Tack has dropped back, and if, like I say, if Curdle is on that ley line, it is looking very ominous for the rest of the pack. Yeah, Matthew Barton goes round in first place, just letting the out all off, filling that sail up, taking no chances, a few little pumps. Curdle does make the upwind mark, so Curdle goes in to a very solid place. He looks a little bit light, doesn't he, there, and he's making it count. Andy Brown, Jan Tak behind him. Jan Tak's in third place, Andy Brown in fourth. A lot of work to do if they're going to overtake the big German. Can he do it? Curdle, he has been putting so much work into this iQFOiL discipline. Actually changed sponsors over to Starboard and Severn as well. He is letting it all go, but Matthew Barton looking very smooth at the front of the fleet right now. Curdle cannot afford any mistakes. Andy Brown right behind him with Jan Tak. It's looking pretty solid from the German. He's got a bit of a lead. We need to see this last jibe mark and hopefully we can stay on it. So, round in first place, it's going to be Matthew Barton. Let's see the mark, boys. There we go. So Barton's round, Curdle's round, Jan Tak's coming round. Curdle's got this wrapped up, surely. It's going to be Matthew Barton making it into the final. He finished third for the week. He was guaranteed third place, so very fitting he makes the final. But Sebastian Curdle comes back with a great second upwind, or first upwind I should say, and takes the all-important second spot. Whoa.
Wow. I actually think where Curdle did all the damage was on that first downwind,
yeah,
and that first mark rounding. You know, really got on the inside, got high, stayed above Matt, and who was the other one below him? Howie.
Yeah.
And just
and now the ley line.
Great,
the ley
great
line has been the one. The ley line has definitely been the one. Whoa. Obviously, if you are just tuning in, these are It's a Knockout people leave, but the places they finish in that final are their overall places. So, Jan Tak will finish fifth,
yep,
Andy Brown sixth.
That's right.
And so forth. I actually was just too busy shouting to say anything else. But
well, Curdle and Matty B through to the final, which is the important part.
Yeah, that is the important part. So we do have our final set now. The men's final: Nicholas Goyard, Luke Van Op Zeeland, Matthew Barton, and Sebastian Curdle. One of those will be the 2021 iQFOiL World Champion. In the women, Helena Noesmoan is well, she's been in dominant form. Who can see anything else but a win? But as we've seen, we have seen a few upsets, not all over yet. Isla Watson from Scotland, she has been looking great all week. She will be in that final. Saskia Sills will be in the final, and La Madrid from Spain. That's coming up next. And then we're going to get, Antonio's going to run down to the beach. We're going to get some interviews after the finals. And then once we've got those interviews done, we'll go straight back up. We'll do the men's final. We'll get some interviews. And then, like I said, we might have a special guest.
Right.
Who likes gold. Oh, that was really bad. Gold. Gold. Woo. Okay. Okay, well, the wind is picking up. It's gone a bit chilly.
It's definitely pulsating, the breeze up and down, so...
Pulsating? I thought you were going to say the racing.
No, the breeze, you know, it's like...
Yeah, it's definitely comes every time.
Down and bursts.
Yeah,
you know?
there was some big bursts, wasn't there? And like I said, that downwind, Curdle got a big gust on that downwind.
But also you saw Howie, Jan Tak, when he overtook Andy Brown on that last reach, you know, just from underneath, huge gust, fully sheeted on, just using all that leverage and rolled him from underneath. Never a good thing. Okay,
all right, let's pick some world titles, let's pick some champions. We've got 4 riders in it, just been through them. Who is your money on?
I mean, you would be hard pressed to bet against Helen.
Yeah, Helen Noesmoan.
Noesmoan.
I'm going to say it right. She has had, I'm going to count, out of 15 races, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, I'm going to count the non-firsts.
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
And one of them was a redress at 1.1. So, I mean, it'd be good if we could have a countdown to the start. Maybe, hopefully we can get that.
Well,
Whoa, okay, yeah, so Helene, obviously the top seed for this final. Isla Watson, well, we saw what she was capable of last year.
Yeah.
Finished second in the Europeans at this very venue. So good memories from her. Been racing good all week, and she's actually got stronger throughout the week. She actually won the last race because Helene got taken out. So in theory, you know, finished with a win. So she'll be looking good. Saskia Sills will have momentum. Look good. She came back on that upwind, so she's going to be, I'd say, full of confidence. And then we have got the girl from Spain, La Madrid. I've got comments here. She's a beast. She's got this. So let's see.
I mean, the thing is here, because it's a shorter course, a bit more of a sprint, you know, if Helene doesn't get an absolute blinder of a start, then she might not have enough time to come back, even though she is devastatingly fast.
Yeah, well, we're going to find out. That is what we're going to find out. That is for sure. We know she is the quickest on the big long courses. Didn't have a best result in the slalom as far as I know. Could that be a telltale sign? We'll have to wait and see. She looked pretty confident leaving the beach before. Massive smile, revving the crowd up. You know, she is someone who probably doesn't like this format because, you know,
she's been very vocal about disliking it.
Yes, but on the water, she looks like she's got the right mentality.
Absolutely.
And that's what it's going to be about.
Worst case, she's going to finish fourth. She's still in funding, so, you know, happy days.
I don't know about that. Helene?
Yeah?
Fourth, she's going to be happy with that. I cannot.
At least she'll be supported.
Okay. Well, we'll wait and see.
I mean, she'll be best French no matter what.
Okay. Yeah, you're right there. Two Brits in this, so we're going to get a medal. Great Britain, I say we. I'm putting myself in that. I'm from the country. Yeah. We're going to get a medal. Done nothing to help that medal.
Windsurfing's going to get a medal.
Yeah. So that is good to know. That's I mean, for the Brits, I'm sure they hope they get 2 medals and maybe a world title. But can Spain? La Madrid, she finished 6th in the qualifying series. She's definitely got what it takes. La Madrid's best race was a 2nd. So she can be up there, but she has been so consistent all week. I mean, her results are just, well, that's why she finished in 6th, obviously. You'd have to be pretty consistent, wouldn't you? Saskia Sills won a race number 7, so she's got what it takes. Isla Watson, but like I say, Helene, no es moan.
Well, you know how to say Isla, so that's a good start.
Oh, it's getting a bit chilly, isn't it? The sun's gone in.
White caps.
What does it mean? The Scottish weather is coming.
Puff.
Let's see. How long we got? Do we know?
We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
There's a few things we'd like to change for the commentary next time. Timing would be good. My eyes can't see the flags.
Well, we probably could have it on this radio, but that would be obnoxious for the listeners.
No, just for the timing. Just for the timing, let's get that thing on. See if we can get some countdowns going on. It's picking up. There's white caps coming over the course. It's white capping for the final. This could be interesting. This would play into Noisman's. I want to say Noisman. Really changed the name. Helene. It's going to play into Helene's hands for sure. A bit more breeze on the course. Oh. Okay, Helene, where are you?
Still not hearing anything on the radio.
10. I heard 10. 10 seconds to go.
You know what? We can just keep this on.
Here they are. 5, they are lining up.
4, 3,
2, 1.
All clear.
No one was near the start on the camera. They were all clean away. This is for the world title. 2021, the first ever iQFOiL world title. I don't know if we can get a lot of eyes on the low camera so we can see the numbers to see where they're all stopped up. Oh, it's
down.
A massive crash on that top bar.
La Madrid goes down.
Oh, La Madrid goes down, and that is, so we will be having medals, barring a disaster from the other 3. Helene has gone round in first place, followed by the Brits. What order are the Brits in? We're trying to see. It looks like it's Watson in second place and Saskia Sills in third. Helene up in third place, gutted for the Spanish rider, but it's great news from the Brits. Hélène is not going to let this slip. She is pumping. We look at the whitecaps coming down the lake. The wind is picking up. There is a few soft patches. Could that make a difference towards the end of this race? You do not want to sail out of one of these gusts. Oh man, I heard the cheer of the crash before I saw it on the TV. We've got a slight delay.
Yeah, 2 seconds.
I was like, what's happening? But Hélène looking good at the moment on this downwind. La Madrid has got so much work to do. It is looking very good for the British riders. Hélène is looking good, solid. All that stress, winning all those races, and it could mean nothing. So she has got so much pressure right now. Round in first place, the French rider. Then we've got Watson, followed by Saskia Sills. A lot less pressure now for the British riders. That was going to be the scary one, the fourth place. And La Madrid has definitely made it easy on the Brits right now. Hélène is pulling out on the Brits. She has got devastating board speed. She showed it all week. She has been in a class of her own. If anyone deserves a world title, it is this woman on your screens, leading the pack right now. Hélène Moyan.
So world title on the line, depending on the lay line, probably.
Yeah,
she's got
she's going to nail it. She's got so much room. Barring a disaster now, Hélène will have this title wrapped up. But it's never wrapped up in windsurfing. We've seen it before. This is foil windsurfing. Anything can happen. We've seen some of the guys just go taken down on the reach, especially with these big gusts going across the course area at the moment. But I think she's nailed this lay line, and she is looking like she's going to win this comfortably. Looking good from the Brits as well. Second and third, it is Watson in second place. There was a big cheer there going down. I'm getting worried every time I hear a cheer, but it's all good. Watson in second, Saskia Sills in third. They just need to stay on the board and they will guarantee themselves a podium place here in Switzerland for the first ever iQFOiL World Championships. Noisman Nues Mohan.
You're right, it's all right.
She's going to make it round. She's looking already free and off as she comes into the mark, although she is pumping, just taking no chances. Nues Mohan looking good, wrapping up this first ever world title. She's got a downwind to go and she makes it round. She's nailed the lay line. So now we're looking for gusts. The British pair behind her will be hoping for a big mistake from the French rider. Are we going to see it? Well, we haven't seen any all week, so I don't expect to see it now, but you never know. Second place, I'm pretty sure it's still Watson. Saskia Sills in third place. These will be the medals, gold, silver and bronze as they stand at the moment. We're going to be getting interviews on the beach as soon as they hit it. I'm sure there'll be a big sigh of relief if Hélène wins this, and it is looking very, very comfortable right now for the French rider. Behind her though, Watson and Sills fighting it out for the silver and bronze medals. There is one jibe mark to go. There's some big gusts coming down the course, so keep your eye on second and third place, because it looks like Saskia Sills is putting on some speed here. This is going to come right down to it in second and third. I don't know if you guys can see it, but Hélène is looking good in first, but second and third is right up for grabs right now. It is going to come down to it. Hélène is going to go round this bottom jibe mark, needs to make this jibe. She makes it round. Second and third, that is where it's going on right now. Second and third, and it is Watson that makes it through. Watson makes it through. Hélène Nues Moyan goes down over the line. She is the 2021 iQFOiL World Champion. Thoroughly deserved. What a race, and a great race from Watson. Comes through in second, and Saskia Sills takes the bronze medal. So silver for Watson, bronze for Sills. What a great result for the Brits, a great result for the French. World title, like I say, if anyone deserves a world title, it's Hélène. She has dominated the fleet the whole week and just looked unstoppable. And it's just so nice to see it. And a big round of applause for La Madrid, who's just crossing the line now. She settles for fourth place, really pushing it all out on that first reach, and just came, well, I think the foil came out and she hit the deck hard. Justice is done. It's like that, isn't it? It was the same last year where Hélène was winning the whole week and you just so wanted her to win. If she hadn't won, it would have been just such a travesty. Hugs and kisses all round. Really good to see. Great team spirit, even when they're not even on the same team. Really cool. So we're going to be getting interviews from the beach, and as soon as we've got a few interviews coming in, we will be going up to the men's final. 2 medals for Great Britain. I mean, the British team are going off. French team are happy. Will they get another world title? Nicolas Goya coming up in the men's fleet pretty soon. But he's got some tough competition. Got Matthew Barton from Great Britain, Luke Vanop, Zealand, and we've got Hugh Yantak, I think. That was who qualified, was it? No, Kördel, sorry. Kördel. Sebastian Kördel from Germany, obviously. So, we're set. We are super set for an exciting final. Please tell me you don't like this discipline now. Surely that is. It just keeps you going all the way to the end. That is why they're choosing to do this. This is why they're experimenting. Okay, so Helen, we'll be getting Antonio down there to get straight in with the interview. Yeah, so hopefully as soon as she hits the beach, we're going to have her on the camera, like I say, and then we'll be going up to that men's final. Posing for the pictures, good to see. There we go, John Carter, doing what he does best, snapping the action. Oh, so good to see. So Helene, let's go over and we'll get an interview. Congratulations from the event organiser, Cousin Castel, coming in for a little smooch. Marie Mortafon, French teammates. Need an interview. Come on, Helene, let's get an interview. Right, we should be going live for that interview right now. So over to Antonio on the beach.
The tough race with just to win and whatever can happen. So it's such a relief to win at the end. I'm really happy.
And is there anything you want to say to family at home or supporters or your team?
Yeah, for sure. A big thanks to the French team there and to my family. For sure they are looking, and also to my partners, my sponsor who are looking. So thanks to all, and see you next year.
And big celebrations tonight?
Yeah, maybe or later, also with the friends in France. But yeah, big celebration.
Okay. Congratulations to Helen Noise-Moer for a world title.
We're obviously getting her first ever world title iQFOiL, because it is the first ever world title, so it has to be. Maybe we're going to get a few more interviews, maybe we're going straight up to the men. I'll wait till they tell me in my ear of what we're actually doing. But the wind, there's a few gusts around. It's going to be an exciting final, but great to see, you know, the woman who's been dominating all week taking that win in a pretty scary sail off that. 4 riders, and obviously anything can happen. If you're tuning in for the men's, we've got Nicolas Goya going against Luke Vanop, Zealand, Matthew Barton. They finished 1, 2 and 3 in the qualification series, so fitting they're in that 4-person final. And then we've got also Sebastian Kördel going in. Started the week with 3 firsts out of 4, and he finished pretty strong with a couple of firsts in there. So he has definitely got what it takes to win the gold. But can he take down Nicolas Goya? These two have had some big battles in the past. Let's see. Like I said, did see Instagram post from Nicolas Goya, sort of saying not happy with the format, but has he lost it before it started? I don't think so, but you never know. You never want to be thinking like that until it's over. But let's see. Antonio, I didn't hear the interview. Was she a happy girl? I'm sure she was.
Yeah, could you not see the smile on her face?
I saw the smile. It's a massive relief of a smile as the guys are getting ready.
She was a little bit out of breath, as you can expect from altitude and doing a final of a world championship, but otherwise pretty happy.
That's what people forget, isn't it? We are up in the hills right now. Yeah, we are getting into the men's final. They're just warming up before the start at the moment. Okay, so who is your money on? Who's your money on? Who's your money on? Who's your money on?
All right, so, well,
Luke Van Op Zeeland, Matty Barton, Nico Goya, Sebastian Kördel. That is like a hard four-person
is
race.
the question, who do I think is going to win or who do I want to win?
Who do you think's going to win, for sure?
Luke's a big man.
Oh, does it suit him a reaching start?
Well, I mean, the guy's 100 kilos.
105, actually.
He is
He's
a monster.
beast. Someone said the Madrid's a beast. She is not. I mean, when they say beast, they mean beast on the race course. I'm just clearing that up. When we talk about Luke, he is genuinely a beast.
He really is. He really is. All right, so my money's on Luke. Who's your money on? You can. This is double or nothing. You know, you lose this one, you owe me 2 flat whites. You win, we're a square again.
You know what? You've got to be hard pressed to go against Nico Goya. You really have to be. The only thing I'm concerned about is if his head's gone a little bit, because he knows he would have won in the old format. 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, 1 minute. So that's the only thing I'm slightly worried about. That is the one thing I'm slightly worried about. And I'm a British rider, so I'm going to go Matty Barton.
All right, nice.
Just to give the good vibes out there.
The heartthrob.
I mean, Kördl's hard to bet against. Nico Goya, I mean, it's just impossible, isn't it? But I'm British, I got to go with the Brit. That's just how it is. On form, Nico Goya for sure. Luke Van Op Zeeland, they have been the standouts all week. So, you know, they definitely have to be the top seeds, but definitely good chances for Sebastian Kördl and Matty Barton.
So they're lining up now.
All right, here we go. Lining up. Can't quite spot them on this drone to see who's who, so see if we can do that. I would imagine Kördl's going to go down the pin end. He loves it down there.
5,
Van Op Zeeland. 3, 2, 1. It looks good. Everyone looks good. Very spread out. Who in the middle? Who's at the top end? Is that Luke?
That's the only Dutch flag, yeah.
Yeah, Luke Van Op
There he
Zeeland.
goes.
Good start. Nico Goya looking good. Matty Barton just a little bit behind Nico Goya there. But look at the big man from Holland. Luke Van Op Zeeland. He's flying up this top end. He's got some serious speed. And he's gone round in first place. Nico Goya in second. Matty Barton in third. And Sebastian Kördl in fourth place. Oh man, this is going to be, it's already nerve-wracking right now. Luke Van Op Zeeland, he's won here before on Silver Planet for the Formula Foil Worlds a couple of years ago. Can he do it in the first ever iQFOiL World Championships? We're about to find out. He's got Nicholas Goya he's going to have to beat. Matty Barton has jibed super early. Can he make the lay line? I don't know, it looks like he's gone super early.
Well, he's working really hard.
He is absolutely working hard, and it's gone a bit light. You can see Van Op Zeeland is not pumping, and Matty Barton is closing in on the Dutchman. It's gone a bit soft down the bottom of this course, and that is playing into the Brits' hands. So Matty Barton has gained, I would say, although Luke just got a little gust there, and he might have pulled it off. He's having to pump now 105 kilos of pure Dutch muscle. Oh, the couple gone the other way, so Goya's gone the other way. Oh, he had a double take there. So Van Op Zeeland, I think Matty Barton give him the little slip there. Sebastian Kördl's gone the other way. The good thing about the guys going left, which is 3 of them, is they don't have to put in an extra tack. This man is going to have to put in an extra tack. Nicholas Goya has gone out on his own. Is this a good tactic,
Well,
Antonio?
he's actually in a lot more pressure. There's a huge gust coming down the right-hand side, so this actually could be a winner.
But
he had no other choice. I mean,
Really?
he was in third or fourth. He really couldn't do anything
Oh
else.
my life, I am so surprised to
he-
see Nicholas Goya go on to the other side as everyone else. He has banged the right hand side. What is happening over the other side? It's going absolutely mental.
So it's a-
I cannot see anything that's going on. Nicholas Goya has gone up the right hand side. He's just tacked. The other boys are on the lay line. It's looking good. Luke Van Op Zeeland is on there. Matty Barton fighting it out with Sebastian Kördl. It's all looking at Nicholas Goya, but I tell you what, Nicholas Goya is looking very good right now. From our eyes in the commentary booth, I don't know if we can get the drone up to see the lines. Have we got the drone? We really want to see those lines. That's what's going to help us. There we go.
Nicholas in front.
Nicholas Goya, what has he done? He's back in the game. And I don't think Vanop Zeeland is on the ley line, otherwise surely, Nico, has he gone the wrong way? Is he heading towards the wrong mark?
Where's he going?
Oh no! I think Nicholas Goya has gone the wrong way. No, unless they've underlaid it. We're going to soon find out. It's so difficult to see right now. But at the moment, Nicholas Goya, yeah, they've underlaid it. So Vanop Zeeland has underlaid it. Sebastian Kördel has underlaid it. Nicholas Goya could be coming back from third place. He went off on his own on the right-hand side. We thought it was a big risk. Is Matty Barton going to make this round in? Matty Barton could make this round. He's round! Oh my life! Matty Barton has got round in first place. Nicholas Goya is up in the second. This is all on the line. 2 riders, 1 world title. Who is going to get it? There is just 1 jibe mark and 2 runs to go. Matty Barton versus Nicholas Goya for the first ever iQFOiL World Championship. Oh, and Barton's jibing inside. No, Nicholas Goya is just playing cat and mouse. This is going to go right down to the last jibe mark. It doesn't get more exciting than this. Matty Barton third in the qualifying. Nico Goya first in the qualifying. And it's going to come down to 1 jibe mark and 1 run. This stuff is insane. Could Matty Barton steal a world title from Nico Goya? Nico Goya is edging ahead right now. Nicholas Goya with 1 jibe mark to go. It definitely doesn't get any more exciting than this. Any mistake from Nicholas Goya now and Matty Barton will pounce. Here we go. He's bending his legs. He needs this nice and safe, and Nicholas Goya goes round in first place. The yellow jersey of Nicholas Goya has surely got this world title wrapped up. What a week from Nicholas Goya. What a comeback in that medal race. Thoroughly deserved from the Frenchman. A world champion, first ever in iQFOiL. Matty Barton takes second place from Great Britain. What a race from Matty Barton. And Luke Vanop Zeeland, you can see the frustration going over the line in third place. And a good race from Sebastian Kördel in 4th. Woo! And I need a breath. Yeesh. Tell me that racing's not excited now in the comments. That is ridiculous stuff. And you know what? The best guys won. Helene Nuez-Mohan won the qualifying. She won the medal race. Nicholas Goya won the qualifying, won the medal race, but he gave everyone a heart attack when he banged the right-hand side. He had an extra tack. If they'd have just laid that mark, that stuff was coming right down to the wire. We're going to go down to the beach any second now for some interviews. Absolutely epic stuff at the first ever iQFOiL World Championships. He is absolutely made up with that victory. He thoroughly deserved it. If anyone deserved it, it was Nicholas Goya. Like I said, pretty much dominating towards the end of the week. Amazing stuff. So he's going to go down to the beach now. We'll get those interviews for you. We'll see his smiling face. I'm sure we're going to see a few hugs. Intense stuff. Matty Barton nearly gave us a heart attack there. We thought we might have a British world title. But this man, like I said, he takes some beating. Nicholas Goya. He's going to be probably PWA racing champion this year. After Israel, iQFOiL World Champion, guaranteed now. Chucks off his helmet, and he has had a hell of a week. He would have been so nervous, he's knackered. Like I said, you've got to remember, this is altitude. They are pumping themselves round. Ridiculous stuff. We're going to go to the beach, like I said, and hopefully get that interview straight off the water. There we go, some high fives coming round, some hugs. Great to see. He's probably right up the other end of the beach. JC lurking around with him we'll see those pictures in the magazines. Like I said, we'll get him over to the interviews, and Antonio hopefully will be there. Hugs, like I say, all round. Great stuff, man. I don't think anyone's more happy for him than any other sailor. They know he's been the best this week. Okay, we're going to go down, I think, to the beach and join Antonio. I can see he's down there, but I think they've just got to get Nicholas Goya over to him. Not so easy when everyone's hugging and kissing. Okay, so Okay, so we're waiting for the interviews. He's still not made it through. Obviously, he's in demand right now. The first ever iQFOiL world champion. And he's going to get all the guys from the grandstand coming down as well. So they better hurry up. We might not get much of a window. But what did you make of that racing? I'd pretty much say that was intense. To say it's got split, mixed opinions from the racing community, the sailors, the viewers. It's always good to know, though. You know, imagine that in the Olympics. It would be super tense. That for a gold medal. Okay, over to Antonio.
Nico Goyal, first ever men's iQFOiL world champion.
Yeah.
How does it feel?
It's so good, man. I've been like, this end is like super hard because when you are winning all the week, and then at the end you just have to do it all again. You just like so much of pressure and everything, and it's just like reliving. Nothing else than just reliving. I knew I could do it. I did it.
You did very well. Is there anything you want to say to your team, your supporters at home, anyone who's helped you?
Yeah, I want to say thanks like to my coach, to my parents, to my brother helping me, to my love, Nazli. I mean, so good.
And last thing, you have Hélène won in the women, you've won in the men. What's the French secret?
Training. I mean, like everyone is training, but I mean, like maybe I've been training like for longer than others, Hélène as well. And I think like as we're sharing a lot, it makes the team goes. So I think it's teammates.
Well, congratulations, and we'll see you at the next one. There you have it from your new world champion, and back to studio.
Okay, cheers to Antonio. I mean, I don't hear those interviews, but I'm going to be watching them back later. But I know what he said. He's super happy to win the first ever World Championship. But what a race. I keep saying about the format, but it is being tried and tested. There's no doubt in the commentary booth to have the last race on the last day of the event like that, it's exciting. No one can argue that. Is it fair? If Nico hadn't have won, would we have seen uproar? If Hélène had not have won, would we? Maybe. It's an ongoing process, but like I say, 100% for sure. If that was in the Olympics, it would be exciting, no doubt about it. We're going to get Antonio in. I think we're going to sign out now. We are pretty much done. But I'm just going to say massive thanks to everyone for tuning in this week. It has been some special racing. We have seen some ups and downs. We have seen some special performances. Antonio, massive thanks to this guy helping me out this week. It wasn't planned, but he has done me a massive favour because it's much more interesting having someone who's got their ear to the ground and knows the business. He's involved with the committees and actually getting this class into the Olympics. So we should give this guy a round of applause because he was definitely instrumental in that. So there we go, that's it. Thanks to everyone at this event. Vanora, obviously, for sponsoring it. Dakine, ENGADINWIND will be back next year. We won't be having the iQFOiL Worlds or the Europeans, but I heard the Youth World Championships, I think, will be here. So we will be bringing that next year, yes. Europeans is coming up in Marseille
in October.
Which is the Olympic venue.
That's right.
So that will be super interesting. I'm not sure if this live stream, if you want to see live stream in Marseille, maybe write some French emails.
Yeah.
And we might see you there. So there we go. That's it. Thanks to everyone at Icarus for providing the live stream this week. It's been epic, and we'll see you in the next race.